Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to our spring middle school band concert. At this time, we'd ask that you rise if you are able to do so for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you very much. That was the first time we put that together with all three bands was at 2 o'clock this afternoon, so that didn't sound too bad. Okay, we're going to kick the concert off with our sixth grade band, and if you are a parent of a sixth grader, I have to warn you, this is not the band you heard at Christmas. I think you're going to be surprised. First song, G-Force 5. This next song is written by a relatively new composer called Randall Standridge. And the sixth grade band's playing a song by him, and so is the seventh and eighth grade band. It's an interesting story about Randall Standridge. Is in eighth grade, he told his parents, "I hate band, I want to quit." And his parents said, "No." And so he went on and he majored in music in college. He became band director, and he has since not stopped being a band director, but he has started composing music, and he actually owns his own publishing company now. So because his parents said no in eighth grade, he made himself famous. So I think you're going to like this song. He writes some really cool stuff that the kids really enjoy playing. This is called Shadow Fire. Okay, so as not to disappoint, I always say what their favorite song is, and that was their favorite song. So I didn't want to disappoint anybody. This next song is their least favorite song. But like I tried to explain to them, this song helps them show off their technical ability. Anybody can play loud, anybody can play fast, but to have a band that can play with a lot of expression takes a lot more than just playing notes. So as Twilight Falls is a little bit slower than the first two songs, but it gives them a chance to show off how good they can really express the feelings behind the music. All right, for their last song, we'd like to play a tune called Firestorm. Okay, we're going to, a little transition here. We have to move a few percussion instruments around for the 7th and 8th grade band, so it'll be just a couple of minutes here. Okay, so if you noticed in your program, we kind of have a theme for the 7th and 8th grade band, and it's movie themes. We're going to start off with the theme from The Avengers. The next tune we're going to play is another one of those Randall Standridge pieces, and this one is called The Dragon Lord. At this time, I'd like to recognize some people. We combined the 7th and 8th grade bands for this concert. If you remember back 2 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago, we went through that crazy thing called COVID, and we didn't have as many people sign up for band as we would have had normally. But these 8th graders have stuck with it, and they are some of the most talented musicians that I've had here at the middle school, because they had to be, because there was nowhere to hide. They were all by themselves in a lot of cases. So I'd like for all the 8th graders to stand up. This is their last middle school band concert. All right, I hope they all decide to continue on in high school band next year. Like I said, they will be an asset to the program. There's some really good musicians in this group. I was told today by the 7th grade teachers, and I wish I could take credit for this, but I can't, but they've been studying the benefit of having music along with movies. And they asked the kids what it would be like if there wasn't any music to go along with movies. And I thought it was kind of interesting, because here we are, we're playing movie themes. So we made that connection with the 7th grade teachers, which I thought was pretty cool. But this next song, the last song we're going to play with the middle school band, is called Action Scene. And this song was written without a movie. This was written as a soundtrack for a movie that was never written. Okay, and the idea behind that is once we learn the song, and we're going to do this here in the next couple weeks, the kids would write a movie to go along with the music. So they kind of did it backwards. So it's kind of a neat concept. So this is by Brian Balmages, and it's called Action Scene. And you can kind of imagine as we play this, things that might be going on in the background with, fight scenes and car wrecks and all that kind of stuff. So, action scene. So we've been rehearsing all of those songs as separate groups for like 2 months now. And again, we put that together today at 2 o'clock. This is the first time we ever had the 7th and 8th grade band together. So one more round of applause for the 7th and 8th grade band. Okay, I think we've got a matter of business here with the 50-50 raffle.
This is Mr. Thiel's last concert. Oh my gosh, I got emotional last time. I told myself I wasn't going to do it this time. So we did find out that he really likes fishing and camping. So first we want to give you the rest. There's a really nice copy of your digital thing that we did. There's a book in there. There's a lot of fishing stuff. This is for Chris because she now has to put up with him. Helped out in high school. It's never been said, but we know you've helped with the tuxes and the dresses, and it's greatly, greatly appreciated. But Mr. Thiel, seriously, you're amazing. We appreciate you so much. We really do.
Thank you.
We're going to do this.
I have to say, what a pleasure it has been to work in this community for 6 years. In 2017, the college where I was working down at St. Joseph's College closed, and I was figuring out every way I could to retire and make it work financially. And I get a call from Mr. Brooks one day, and Mr. Brooks says, "Hey, would you like to come in and just kind of shadow our band director? And when he's not here, will you take over and guide these kids? Because right now, they may get band 1 or 2 days a week." So I came in, and I figured it was going to be a couple weeks, it turned into a couple months, and here we are 6 years later, okay? And I just celebrated my 66th birthday. And I decided that now is the time to retire. So I'm going to, like the lady said, I'm going to do some fishing. I'm going to do some camping, whatever the heck my wife tells me I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. But I just want to say that I've been teaching for 44 years in some capacity, either at a public school or at a college, and this is by far the best place that I have taught as far as support from the administration. The kids are great. The parent support is great. I thank you for raising such great kids. I'm going to miss working with all these guys next year. But remember what I said earlier about I'm going to quit band, because look at what happens when you don't and you stick with it. Good things will happen. I guarantee you good things will happen by sticking with band, not just through middle school, but through high school. I can tell you as a former college band director, kids that played in band for 4 years of high school were rewarded very nicely to play in the college band. So there's money involved. If you think your kids are going to go on and play in college, keep them in band, because that's worth money, okay? So that's kind of my 2 cents worth as far as recruiting for whatever college you decide that they decide they want to go to. But I did want to say that I have enjoyed my 6 years here. It's been a great place to teach, and like I said, I've gotten so much support. You guys don't realize how lucky you are to have a school system like this that cares about kids. It can't be said about every place. So this week is Teacher Appreciation Week. When you see a teacher, thank them for what they do, because they spend a lot of hours outside of school that they don't get paid for. And thank the administration for supporting us teachers to make sure that we have what we need to do our job. So I want to thank you. I want to thank the administration of the MSD of Boone Township. I want to thank Mr. Beam. I don't think Mr. Beam has missed a concert since I've been here. So I appreciate him being here supporting not just me, but the kids as well. All right. So how much was this for? I kind of got long-winded. $94. Here's the 50-50 raffle. $94. 9, 6, 9, 1, 7, 4.
All right, lastly, thank you to all the parents who helped out, but we'd like to invite you all to refreshments in the cafeteria. So there's lots of desserts, lots of drinks. Join us afterwards. Yes, it was donated by all the parents around here, and I'm going to hand this off to Mr. Beam.
Thank you. As you know, it is the 8th grade's last performance, but it's also your last performance. And from behalf of the staff and the middle school staff, we'd like to present you with this rock that says, "Your hands have touched many hearts, Mr. Thiel. Thank you for," I was told 5 years of service. So I apologize. So 5 years of service to your dedicated, thank you for your 5 years of dedicated service to Hebron schools. You've made a lasting impression. Mr. Thiel, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. All right, so here we go. We're going to do a combined song again. And you all know this song. And I also want to say that all of the middle school kids are invited to march in the 4th of July parade. So this is a song that they will probably play in the parade. And so they already know it. And if they want to come and march, it's a good time. They'll have a lot of fun. I am retiring, but Mr. Lee over here, he was my student teacher in the fall. I don't know. The kids applauded louder for him than they did for me. All right, here we go. One last time, the Hebron School Song.